mind filled with happy thoughts and days of sunny skies. Bedtime stories used to put me to sleep. When the telling was over, I'd try to dream, but I'd open my eyes. Oh, this is how it goes. Lying on my back, feeling strained by what no one knows. And I use my headphones to tell me that I'm not alone. Screaming out the words that connect me to this foggy drone. Whoa, I like it better with my head in the clouds. Under the weather, my feet drag on the ground. Up in the clouds, it's always a sunny day. I push myself up with this sound. different this time. You say, don't worry. You say that we deserve a second chance. You'll say anything to make it right. But I've been down this road before. You're so good at the promising part, but so bad at following through. You can tell me whatever you want, but you're wasting your breath. Roll me up, oh, oh, 'cause your words go in one ear and out the other. So don't bother. Oh, 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 goodbye, Romeo. The story's over. This love has died, so it can live on no more. Let's stop pretending that we're just actors waiting for the next show. You'll say anything to make us right, but we've been down this road before. You're so good at the promising part, but so bad at making love true. You can tell me whatever you want, but you're wasting your breath. Roll me up, oh, oh, 'cause your words go in one ear and out the other. So don't bother. Oh, 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 goodbye, Romeo. Oh, 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 oh. I thought parting was such sweet sorrow. Now it's sweet, the sorrow's gone. We won't have to meet tomorrow, so I guess you're on your own. You can tell me whatever you want, but you're wasting your breath. Roll me up, oh, oh, 'cause your words go in one ear and out the other. So don't bother. Oh, 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 goodbye, Romeo. You can tell me whatever you want, but you're wasting your breath. Romeo, oh, oh, 'cause your lips move while mine moved on to another. So don't bother. Oh, 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 goodbye, Romeo. Oh, 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 oh. I saw the clouds yesterday, and it looked like it's gonna be a long one. Saw the girl of my dreams, and she looked like all that I imagined. I stood on top of the stage so high, I hope I never have to come down. Searching for forever in all of my fans' eyes. Inspirational scavenger. Do you know how to catch a falling star? It's so sad that they'll never know who you are. Never know. And your life will fade away with time. This is the fight that we fight to keep our dreams alive. Victory lives next door, but it's still not close enough. I wrote my life on this pad a million times, feeling like I haven't seen enough.
Fight with the notion this is my last time, I just might give it up. But it's all that I have when it all goes back. Give me something to be living for. Ooh, do you know how to catch a falling star? It's so sad that they'll never know who you are. And know, and your life will fade away with time. This is the fight that we fight to keep our dreams alive. We fight through the tears like every day is a big strife. Every verse that you rewrite, every time that you lose sight of the dream that you had in mind, you fall a little further behind. I see your face, it's alright to cry, 'cause everything's gonna be alright. Do you know how to catch a falling star? It's so sad that they'll never know who you are. And know, and your life will fade away with time. This is the fight that we fight to keep our dreams alive. Do you know how to catch a? Do you know how to catch a? Do you know how to catch a? Falling star. Do you know how to catch a? Do you know how to catch a? Do you know how to catch a? Falling star. Do you know how to catch a falling star? It's so sad that they'll never know who you are. And I know that your light will fade away with time. This is the fight that we fight to keep our dreams alive.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the playoffs for the Overwatch Andromeda ES Latin American season number 2. I am Chef Billy bringing you tonight's action. We are going to have the upper bracket starting off tonight. We've got 2 matches for you here starting in just a minute. We got Dipididu versus Cosmos. And then coming up in our second game of the night, it's going to be Factor X versus Conejitas, the little rabbits from Mexico. So we've got on the docket, first off, it's Mexico versus Uruguay in Cosmos. Even though there are some Brazilians on the team, we do have a majority of the Uruguayan content there. And then for Dipididu, kind of stomped their way through the regular season here in season number 2. They came out 5-0. Now, let me tell you how this works. So the first 2 teams from the North and South Latin American regions got an automatic bye into the upper bracket. Those 4 teams are going to be kind of round robbing each other tonight. The winners go on to the upper bracket semifinals, and the losers will go down to the lower brackets to play the play-in team or the third place teams from the North and South regions. And they will start their journey tomorrow. And it will be SNK versus Laggers tomorrow here on Andromeda ES channel. You'll also be able to see some of the co-streamers going on as well. You can see it on my channel, Chef Billy __. But this was a pretty comprehensive thrashing from both the top teams. The Peruvian team of Factor X goes 5-0. They only dropped a couple of maps. Dipididu did even better. But their opponents, even though they did lose, they both took a map off the top dogs from both groups. So this is going to be interesting to see what they bring to the table tonight. If they're going to be able to give the big dogs a challenge, or if they're going to be really just looking to get into the lower brackets and see how they fare down there versus either SNK or Lagger. So we'll see how that plays out. But we've got Dipididu first, and we've got Cosmos. And I tell you what, I saw some names here for Dipididu. And the biggest one that I see right now is Angel Volado, who I casted back in the Overwatch World Cup, the online qualifiers for Team Mexico. Angel Volado is a DPS sorcerer. And I'm shocked that they are not in the starting lineup, but it might not be that their map is control. Also, no hero bans for this playoffs. So all heroes are on the table for everybody to choose and play with, and we want to give everybody the best chance at winning. Also, the map pool has changed from the regular season to this season now. And as I take a look at it, it's completely flipped. There are a couple maps that have carried over from, but it's from Antarctic Peninsula, Ilios, Lijiang Tower, and Samoa for the first map. So higher seed's going to pick the map, and then we're going to get all into it. So we're just waiting for right now lineups to be concluded. They're finalizing it right now, and then we're going to see what happens from there. So this is going to be a really good test here for Cosmos to see what the team from Uruguay is going to be able to bring as far as a challenge to the best team. I think North and South, Factor X is pretty good. And Redder, no shade, but Dipididu has been really putting in some work here in the Latin American season number 2. Sexton Hale is a name, once again, that I recognize very, very well from this Uruguayan team, having seen them play in the Brazilian or in the South American League. Narushi was also pretty darn good as well. Has a damn good Genji, and I'm looking to see if they're going to be able to carry on that. So looks like we are heading into our first map of the day, and it looks like it is going to be Runasapi. So angles are going to be so very important here for everybody to be looking upon. Team fights are going to have to really be planned out as we look to get into the fights. Positioning, absolutely critical here for all teams. You want to get some verticality as well, or at least have somebody that can contest high ground. I like Asher. Ash is one of my favorite heroes to play here. I know that a lot of teams will play a Genji here. There may be a Pharah as well. It just depends on what we're feeling as far as frogginess today. From what I've seen, pretty standard backlines with a Curie, sometimes with the Lucio, sometimes with the Brigitte, to keep the backline kind of in check. Watch out for that Genji, kind of be on Genji guard. So we'll see how they're going to do with this. But Nato was one of my favorite players from Cosmos during the regular season as well. This will be a lot of fun to see. We're waiting for Dipididu to get all up in here. And well, as I spoke their name, so it shall be done. Angel Volado was just inserted into the lineup. So we're going to get to see the young DPS star from Team Mexico from 2 years ago. I get a chance to now see how they have progressed in these past 2 years. This is going to be a lot of fun. So as we are waiting for everything to get loaded up in here, make sure that you're giving Grupo Senju a follow as they are putting on this tournament. William is the man behind the scenes showing you all the beautiful scenes here in Peru. And kind of a weird look here for me, if I'm being absolutely 100% honest. I do like Reaper here, though. Angel Volado was an absolute stud on hit scan. So as the teams rush out now, we're going to take a look and see what we got going on. Cosmos in the blue, Dipididu in the red. Looks like Seaton is going to be the one to kind of spearhead the charge in here. Watch for Delant on the Tracer to look to get on the backline in a hurry. Power block already having to be used there. Lots of damage coming in there. Those bubbles are going to be so very important for Empathy to stay up. Big pick there on the Sin. This should be the go sign for them to push unless they can get an answering pick here. Delant is going to give a feast day in the back But it looks like Narushin, the flanker specialist here for Team Cosmos, really did have a great last match. And I'm looking forward to seeing how Narushin goes up against D-Land here. Very slow going here. They're looking for empathy to kind of make the space. They're trying to single out Sin, pull all the cooldowns out, and then kind of collapse on top of him. There's a lot of mobility for this Cosmos team there, and there we go again. Great pick from Nato, and Sexton Hale is getting in on the value as well. That's pretty good picks considering coming through, and Sin's gonna have to get back, and there's gonna be more push going on. Forward spawn has already been gained here, and we're just about a minute and a half into this. So we swapped out here. Anhevalado going on to the Avenger. I like that. We're going to see how this is actually going to work out. Pulse bomb's ready for both sides. That's a good use of the staff there for a moment. Takes down Nato. They're going to go ahead and invest the rush. And that's actually pretty good for them. Empathy in a world of hurt. And gets taken down for their sins. Pulse bomb does go out. Doesn't find any joy. And they're just looking at the stall right now. That's going to be Alpha Volcano going down with the sound barrier in hand. And it's all about getting together once again. Really, this swap from Anhevalado going onto the Venture, providing a lot of bruising, punching power in the front. They need to mark where Anhevalado is going. And they need to deal, honestly, with the Reaper here on the side. Pulse bomb out, takes down Saxton Hale. Big source of healing gone. Empty's gonna go. This is gonna be a reset here for the members of Cosmos. Even with the sound barrier out, it wasn't good enough. The tidal wave was too damn good from Mauve. Gonna be looking for Pulse Bomb now. Or I'm sorry, for Death Blossom coming from Nato. Up against a rush from Lanavi. And we're gonna get equal distance here. Needs to get a touch there as we wait this little waiting period out. Otherwise, they're gonna be at a deficit. Early rush on tempo to really give them a good step coming in. Big pick from D-Land on the Nato again. Nato is getting hunted down. They know that the Doomfist is not going to be able to deal with that. Beam is out from Empathy. They're just not getting the value, I think, from the Zarya. You got a wombo combo here. The Raging Hurricane could be coming up with the Gravitic or the Gravitic Insurgent and everything else coming in here. Man, I'm not sure. Grav might not be able to save them. And indeed, Sin and D-Land are absolutely owning these mid-fights now. Three ultimates on the line for Cosmos. They need to start pressing Q to kind of really combat this forward push. Tectonic Shock is out. Gravity Surge comes through. The Pulse Bomb came out. Empty goes down in a heap. Nat, though, is not allowed to play the game right now. Pulse Bomb goes wide. They do get Anhevalado, but nothing on the back of it. This is pretty comprehensive coming through from the members of Dipididu. They may not have been expecting the Reaper in the beginning, but boy, oh boy, did they shut down Nato in a hurry. Tidal wave out once again, and D-Land is just going to have a hell of a time there, having fun, but it actually gets picked out. So now it's all about, can you take down the members? Yeah, they do. I mean, they were literally on victory's door there. And now they're going to have to make up about 90 meters to get themselves back into it. Looking up first here, coming for the members of Cosmos. they're going to have to survive a Kitsune rush from Lanavi. And Sin, once again, focusing down that which can hurt you most. And the kills are just going to keep coming on through. Die where you stand. Try to stall as long as you can, but there's not going to be a pause here as we get TS1 around the corner. They have not really claimed any high ground. As you look here, Anhevalado is absolutely claiming the high ground. I would suspect that, yep, Lanavi's going to let loose with that rush, and they're just going to absolutely detonate everybody. Big pulse bomb catches onto a bubble, and Empathy just cannot survive through it. That is done and dusted. This will be the end here for Cosmos, and they're going to take the L here in the control map, or in the push map, and they absolutely get decimated there. Dipididu, after a slow start, they gave up forward progress on the second push, and after that, it was all Dipididu. Ice Volcano absolutely owning it there, doing the best he can to keep his team up, but my word, there's only so much you can heal. And that was pretty much all she wrote there. So, I mean, as we look, you know, where we're at there. Sin is an absolute monster. Taking space, really creating a lot of open space for not only their Delant Tracer, kind of working those flanks as the Doomfist dives in, but you're also looking at Anhevalado and getting that crushing, bruising pressure in there. I mean, the E for Anhevalado, the brawl, is just too good. And I mean, it's just so easy to use. And then you have the escapability of the burrow. And, you know, was just too much to say, too much mobility, I think, to deal with a Zarya. I don't know if necessarily the tank was the bad choice, but there's a distinct lack of mobility for the tank especially. I saw what they were trying to do with Ice Volcano, kind of trying to ferry around the Zarya, but the healing output was just not enough. You're going up against a Wuyong and a Kiriko. That was just too much to handle. So we're looking now at our next map, and we're getting invited to the lobby right now. This is going to be the real call here, is here on Escort. I always kind of throw control to the side. Maybe it's not somebody's map type. Maybe, you know, it's not where we want to be. But here's where we see the real gameplay come through. And it looks like we're going to have Dipididu coming out on the attack. So we'll get a good look here at the defense of Cosmos. Kind of stuck in their composition there. I would have liked to see a little bit more variety coming from them. But we'll see how this is going to play out. Does not look like we're going to have, well, we're going to have a wholesale switch here from the members of Cosmos. Ice Volcano really was showing some good Wuyong there. Hideaway was absolutely perfectly planned. Lanavi, though, for Dipididu, just playing the angle so well. Never was really in a lot of trouble. Even with the Reaper round, the peel was too good. So, looking in for Sin here, seeing where he's going to end up. Just uses a little bit of tech up here to give the next dive in, looking for the backline right away. The real thing that I'm going to be looking at right here is, can they deal with Sin? Can you land the antis and make sure that Lanavi can't get the heal out on them? Oh my goodness, Empathy is under so much trouble right now. The rock is good, but right now it's just kind of take a step forward and 2 steps back. I have a lot on the side here on the Freya. Yeah, put a lot of damage into Saxton Hale, and they are absolutely cleaned out these levitated shots coming in from Angel Volado is getting so much work done, and Sin and Mauve are absolutely cleaning up on the back of it. They're going to go ahead and push it forward. They're feeling very confident. Thank you very much. Good sleep. I don't hate the Diva swap here. I think that you got just go ahead and give up the first point here and get yourself set up for point B. But man, I mean, I'm looking at ultimates here. Yeah. Empathy is definitely on Freya watch right now. Now you can go in there and kind of deny the damage coming in. You still need to deal with the bruiser in Sin. And D-Land is just farming right now. Bola shot ready to go for Angel Volado. Got to be very cognizant of that defense matrix. There it goes out. I don't think it caught on to anything. But, once again, Empathy is on that. And now the title wave comes out, taking care of D-Land. Oh my gosh, basically untouchable right now. Nano boost out onto Empathy. Looking for the back line. Looking for Wu Yang. Not going to be able to fight it. They pull a Symmetra now from Angel Volado. That's going to deal with that pesky defense matrix. Because they can't block it. Good sleep there from Saxon Hale. And the meter strike is forced out. Oh, Nato went in deep and could not find the joy. And D-Land just had a fun time there hunting down Grandma in the back line. Rush coming out. There's the bomb. Does not find very much damage there and actually gets punched out of the remake. That is horrible news. This will be point B captured for the members of Dipididu. Pushing forwards as always. All gas, no brakes here from Scene. And it's just feeling no pain. They have not dealt with this Doomfist in the last two maps. Even when you anti, we got to pause. Even when you anti the Doomfist, you can still throw up your power block and charge up that empowered punch and then go in or get out. Looks like Papa's did come from the members of Cosmos. So I'm not sure what's happening on their side. But as we look at what our situation is, I mean, we just get into point 3. 4:33 on the clock. You've got Bola shot ready for Natho, but you're going to have a pulse bomb ready to go from D-Land. And D-Land and either Mauve or Lanavi are diving in with the Doomfist because Cosmos has not shown the ability to be able to repel yet. We've had some good sleeps, we've had some good antis, but the follow-up on it just has not been there. The big problem is that there's so much mobility and there's so much dive ability from the members of Dipididu that Ice Volcano is just getting completely eaten up in the back. Take a look at Empathy and see what's going on up here. We've got a Natho swap here to a Sombra. That might actually be a good play here to get on to Sin. That's good. And they take care of it. That's what you want to see right there. The dive down and the focus onto the tank. Now you have time to set your feet and plant your defenses here. It's all about how much time can they waste now. Because you've got Tidal Wave ready to go for Mauve. So that's probably going to go on the Sin to keep them alive. They're going to have the escapability once again with the Meteor Strike. Good hack on the Mauve, but they don't get anything on the back of it. Nano Narushin in the back takes down Angel Volado. So that's one part of the problem right now, but Nato did not have the translocator to get out, and that's 2 out. Oh my goodness, the meteor strike on cooldown takes down Grandma, and now Empathy's in a world of hurt. And the stagger is as beautiful as you could have wished it to be. I think they've got probably one more good fight here in them, and we'll see how they get it done. Pulse bomb ready to go for D-Lamp. They're all going to come out the same door. Got to be real careful with this one. The pulse bomb finds Grandma in the back, and this is going to be the beginning of the end. We've got the Kitsune rush out as well, and that is GG's here for point 3. Just under 2:30 on the clock. That was lightning fast. We saw the some adaptations come through. But for me right now, if you're not dealing with Scene right now on the Doomfist, that's the biggest of your problems right now. There's so much aggro coming from their tank that you're just having to retreat full time, or you take an empowered punch to the face. I mean, even when the antis were landing, Lanavi was there with the Suzu to clear it and clean it. So, we'll see what Cosmos has here in store for their attack. And we got a little bit of a change here. Not the Doom OTP that I thought he was. Seen as brought out an answering diva here.
Pero sé que puedo subir de rango.
Oh, le preguntaré a Dayon si tiene tiempo.
So we will see now, offensively, if Cosmos can deal with the problem in the front. We'll see how Scene does on the diva.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Angel Volado sticking with the Symmetra here, anticipating that Empathy will come back out on this diva, and they were right. So we're going to see what can get done here. Early skirmishing here. Seeing pretty low. That mech is getting absolutely worked. Good little angle here from D-Lant. And bye-bye to the answer, or to the opposite Tracer in Narushin. The sleep on Angel Volado was dirty. And they finish it off with the anti. So now what kind of space can you make here? Looking for Nacho to kind of clear the skies here and force a lot of cooldowns on big anti on the scene, but there's follow-up once again it's not there. Looking for the back line. There goes the net mech. Fully charged beam there from Angel Volado. Takes care of that pesky diva, and now the pilot's gone as well. Not sure what happened there. Maybe a reset there just to get everybody back 5v5. But we were 1 minute and 40 seconds in, and we have barely made it around the second corner into the bridge. Bola shot out. Did not really connect on anything much. Tidal wave on to Empathy there. Both divas getting their respective Wu Yang's ultimates put onto them to keep them up in this fight. Bomb versus bomb here. Did not find much of a rush coming out from the lobby. They're going to hold their self-destruct until a more dire time. Good amount of kiting there to deal with that. And, well, Wu Yang on Wu Yang violence is always appreciated. Barrier came out from on Helvalato. And the bomb's going to be behind that. Oh, my word. Pulse bomb out. Did not find any joy there for Narushin. Empathy, swapping over to the ball. They know that it's go time. They know that something more is going to be required here. Bull shot out once again. Did not find the joy that they wanted to find there. But D-Lat does find Grandma in the back. That is absolutely filthy. Just about 35 seconds left to go here. We have not made it to point B. And I mean, we're getting into different times here. Good setup on the turrets here from Angel Velato. Looking to get something done in the back. Dive in. See what you can do. Try to displace somebody. Try to see if somebody can find a shot there. That's a good focus shot there on the scene, but once again, didn't get it done. Big anti comes through. And if Sin loses the mech here, they might just get point A. Angel Velato says not so fast. But they do, in fact, get it in overtime. So they are at a distinct disadvantage moving in to the interior of Junkertown. But the swap was nice from Empathy, and it was starting to pay some dividends. It was starting to displace people. That's what you want to see with the Wrecking Ball. Getting those slams. Jolting them out of their comfortable spots. But you're going into a Kitsune rush here. And we'll see if they're able to get anything on the back of it. Sneaky, sneaky teleporter in the back. Looking to get something done, and Mauve says, get out of here, Nato. I don't like you anymore. That's just evil. And they eat from Sin. They're definitely not a one-trick Doomfist player. Nice snag on the pulse bomb there. 5-pack of ultimates here. Under 90 seconds here in point B. You got to think that you're going to be looking for the mines right there to kind of lock people out. And they kind of did the job there. Mauve finds Nacho was on like 1 health. That's unfortunate. And now the cleanup is just so good here. Mobility kills. And they really did set their feet there. 50 seconds of counting. You've got a nano. I mean, you can throw it on Nacho and see what he can get done. But you're still dealing with the self-destructive. They're going to have to be on the payload. And I would anticipate that's where that would go. I'd have a lot of gone. And now we do, in fact, see that Nacho does get the nano there. And that's a lot of damage pumping in. So we will see. Sound barrier coming out there at the last. Tidal wave out onto... I believe that went out onto the Tracer. I did. And, well, Sin is in the backline once again dealing with the healers. And now everything that they need here is on the point. And that will do that. 3-1 victory here in Australia for Dipididu. And that is going to be that, folks. It is a 1-2 here. And they take the clean 2-0 win, so they go ahead and go into the upper bracket semis. Starting tomorrow. And man, Sin is a very versatile tank player. Let me tell you. The Doomfist is excellent. I think the Diva might have been even a little bit better. If I look at damage there, I mean, I'm looking at Mauve. Actually had more damage than Angel Velato. That is crazy. Your healer had more damage for Dipididu than the entirety of Cosmos. Any player across the board. That is some good stuff from them. Pretty much how it went during the regular season. Here it goes in the playoffs as well. Dipididu coming out with another clean sweep of their opponent. And they're going to be looking for a showdown up against Factor X, I assume, in the upper bracket semifinals tomorrow. But we've got another match coming up in just a little bit. It's going to be Factor X from Peru, the guinea pigs, coming up against the Conejitas, the Mexican rabbits. We will be back in about an hour's time. So everybody, make sure that you keep standing by. We will be broadcasting that game at about 11:30 Eastern. So we will see you guys in just a little bit. Don't go away. We got the last match of the night coming up in just a little bit. So as we are waiting for everything to get loaded up in here, make sure that you're... So as the teams rush out now, we're going to take a look and see what we got going on. Cosmos in the blue. Lots of damage coming in there. Those bubbles are going to be so very important for Empathy to stay up. Big pick there on the Sin. This should be the go sign for them to push unless they can get a lot of mobility for this Cosmos team there. And there we go again. Great pick from Nato. And Sexton Hale is getting in on the value as well. That's pretty good pick. Go ahead and invest the rush. And that's actually pretty good for them. Empathy in a world of hurt. And gets taken down for their sins. Honestly, with the Reaper here on the side. Pulse Bomb out. Takes down Saxton Hale. This is going to be a reset here for the members of Cosmos. Even with the sound barrier out, it wasn't good enough. The tidal wave was too damn... Getting the value, I think, from the Zarya. You got a wombo combo here. Gravitic, or the Gravis Insurgent and everything else coming in here. Man. I'm not sure. Grav might not be able to save them. And indeed... The Pulse Bomb came out. Empty goes down in a heap. Pulse Bomb goes wide. They do get Anjo Velado, but nothing on the back of it. This is pretty comprehensive. They may not have been expecting the Reaper in the beginning, but boy, oh boy, did they shut down Nato in a hurry. T-Lad is just going to have a hell of a time there, having fun, but it actually gets picked out. So now it's all about, can you take down the members? For the members of Cosmos, they're going to have to survive a Kitsune rush from Lanavi. And Sin, absolutely claiming the high ground. I would suspect that, yep, Lanavi's going to let loose with that rush, and they're just going to absolutely detonate everybody. Big Pulse Bomb. Take the L here in the control map, or in the push map, and they absolutely... And after that, it was all Dipididu. Ice Volcano, absolutely owning it there. Absolutely owning it there. Doing the best he can to keep his team up, but my word. There's only so much you can heal. In a lot of trouble. Even with the Reaper round, the peel was too good. Yeah. Put a lot of damage into Saxton Hale, and they are absolutely cleaned out. These left point B. But man, I mean, I'm looking at ultimates here. Yeah. Empathy is definitely on Mulatto. Got to be very cognizant of that defense matrix. There it goes out. Battle Rave comes out, taking care of D-Lant. Oh my gosh, basically untouchable right now. Does not find very much damage there, and actually gets punched out of the remake. That is horrible news. This will be point B. That might actually be a good play here to get on to Sin. That's good. And they take care of it. That's what you want to see right there. The dive down, the escapability once again with the meteor strike. Good hack on the move, but they don't get anything on the back of it. The translocator to get out, and that's 2 out. Oh my goodness, the meteor strike on cooldown takes down Grandma. It's going to be the beginning of the end. We've got the Kitsune rush out as well, and that is GG's here for out as well. And that is GG's here for point 3, just under 2:30 on the clock. That was lightning. Angel Velado sticking with worked. Good little angle here from D-Lant. And bye-bye to the answer, or to the opposite Tracer. Looking for Nacho to kind of clear the skies here. And 40 seconds in, and we have barely made it around the second corner into the bridge. Respective Wu Yang's ultimates put onto them to keep them up in this fight. Bomb versus bomb here. Did not find much. Did not find any joy there for Narushin. Empathy swapping over to the ball. They know that his bull shot out once again. Did not find the joy that they wanted to find there. But gonna get something done in the back. Dive in. See what you can do. Try to displace somebody. Try to see if somebody can find it. Angel Velado says not so fast. But they do in fact of it. Sneaky, sneaky teleporter in the back. Looking to get something done, and Mauve says, and they kind of did the job there. Kills. And they really did set their feet there. 50 seconds of counting. You've got a nano. And now we do in fact see that Nacho does get the nano there. And that's a... And that will do that. 3-1 victory here in Australia for Dipididu into the upper bracket semis. Starting tomorrow. And man, Sin is a very...